Ever wonder what your dog is dreaming about? Is he solving complex calculus? Plotting world domination? Nope. Science says he is likely working his dream job. But is it safe to interrupt his shift? Welcome to Dr.DogPedia. It is called vocational dreaming. Basically, your pointers are pointing and your retrievers are, well, retrieving tennis balls in 4K resolution. Their ancient instincts unlock during REM sleep. It is like a free movie for them. But wait, before you pet that twitching paw, you need to know about the sleep startle reflex. It changes everything. Why dogs twitch and whimper, clears throat. Have you ever found yourself staring at your dog while they are fast asleep, watching their paws twitch like they are running a marathon, or hearing those soft, muffled yips that sound like they are barking underwater? It is a scene that every dog owner knows intimately. Laughs. It can be adorable, but sometimes it looks a little concerning, doesn't it? You might wonder if they are okay or if something is wrong with their nervous system. But here's the fascinating truth that science has uncovered. Your dog isn't having a glitch. They are experiencing a very human-like phenomenon. Just like us, dogs go through a sleep cycle that includes REM, or rapid eye movement sleep. During this phase, their brains are incredibly active, processing the events and memories of the day. It is honestly mind-blowing when you think about it. Their brains are firing off neurons just as intensely as when they are awake. The reason you see those physical movements, the twitching paws and the quivering lips, is because the mechanism in their brain that is supposed to lock their muscles during sleep isn't perfectly sealed. It is like a door that is mostly shut, but still lets a little draft through. Pauses. I used to worry that my dog was cold or uncomfortable, but realizing this is just a biological quirk completely changed my perspective. Veterinary experts and researchers agree that this twitching is actually a very positive indicator. It shows that your dog is achieving a deep, restorative state of relaxation. It is a sign of a happy, well-rested pup. But knowing why they twitch is just the tip of the iceberg. Interestingly, the schedule of these twitches changes drastically depending on whether you have a tiny Chihuahua or a giant Saint Bernard. Dream differences: small versus large breeds. Size. Okay, let's talk about size. Because in the world of dog dreams, size absolutely matters. You might assume that a brain is a brain, right? But nature has a funny way of organizing things. There is a distinct rule of size when it comes to canine dreaming. Think of it this way: small dogs are the TikTok users of the dog world, while big dogs are the cinema buffs. Laughs. Research indicates that small dogs dream very frequently, but their dreams are short and snappy. A little dog might enter a dream state every 10 minutes. It is like a constant stream of short clips. On the other hand, large dogs are completely different. They dream much less often, maybe only once every 60 to 90 minutes. But when they do, it is a feature-length film. Their dreams last much longer. Pauses. It is incredible to observe this difference in real time if you have a multi-dog household. You might notice your little terrier twitching constantly throughout the afternoon, while your golden retriever just snores away like a log for an hour before moving a muscle. This biological difference helps us understand their sleep rhythms better. It is not just random, it is a structured cycle, but clears throat. Regardless of their size or how long the movie lasts, there is one sound that triggers an immediate emotional response in us humans: the whimper. And what I'm about to tell you might go against every nurturing instinct you have. Why nightmares indicate healthy development. We have all been there. You are sitting on the couch, reading a book, or scrolling through your phone, and suddenly you hear it. A soft, pathetic cry coming from your sleeping puppy. Sympathetic sigh. It pulls at your heartstrings immediately. Your first thought is, "Oh no, he's having a nightmare. He's scared." And naturally, you want to rush over and comfort him. But before you do, you need to understand what is really happening. While it might look distressful to us, this activity is actually a fantastic sign, especially for puppies. Scientists and vets emphasize that these intense periods of active sleep are crucial for brain development. The brain is hard at work processing everything that happened during the day, every new smell, every command learned, every person met. It is literally the brain growing and organizing itself. So, when you see that puppy kicking and yipping, You aren't seeing suffering. You are seeing a healthy, developing mind in action. Pauses. I know, it is so hard to just sit there and watch them sound distressed. I struggle with it too. We project our own emotions onto them, thinking they need saving. But in reality, they are just growing up. However, there is a very serious safety reason why you must resist that urge to reach out and pet them. It is not just about letting them sleep. It is about protecting yourself from a hidden danger that most owners never see coming. The risk of waking them up. Serious tone. This is the most critical part of our conversation today. If you take away one thing, let it be this. Do not wake a sleeping dog, especially when they are in the middle of a vivid dream. Pauses. The debate usually goes like this. My dog is scared. I love him. I should wake him up to let him know he's safe. It comes from a place of pure love. I get it. But scientific advice is overwhelmingly against this. The recommendation is clear. Do not touch them. Why? Because you are intervening in a natural biological process that they need. Imagine if someone shook you awake every time you entered deep sleep. You would be exhausted and irritable. But for dogs, the consequence isn't just grumpiness. There is a primal physiological mechanism that can turn that sweet moment of comfort into a bloody accident in a split second. Most people think their dog would never hurt them, but they are forgetting that a sleeping dog isn't the same as an awake dog. Lowers voice. And the reason lies in a reflex that has nothing to do with how much they love you. The sleep startle reflex. Explained, it is called the sleep startle reflex. Pauses. It sounds technical, but it is actually very simple and very dangerous. When a dog is in a deep sleep state and is suddenly touched or shaken, their brain doesn't have time to recognize, oh, that's my owner who feeds me and loves me. Instead, the survival brain takes over instantly. They react defensively before they even wake up fully. This can result in a snap or a bite that is completely unconscious. Size. I have heard stories of people who have slept with their dogs for years, only to be bitten in the face because they leaned in to kiss the dog while it was dreaming. It is tragic because the dog often feels guilty afterward. They didn't mean to do it. It is a reflex, like your leg kicking when a doctor taps your knee. Science tells us this is an evolutionary trait designed to protect them from predators in the wild. You are not dealing with your pet in that microsecond. You are dealing with a wild animal's defense mechanism. So, the kindest and safest thing you can do is let the nightmare play out. They will wake up on their own, shake it off, and be fine. But clears throat. While dreaming is normal, there are times when those movements aren't dreams at all. Do you know how to spot the difference between a harmless rabbit chase and a medical emergency? Recognizing dreams versus health emergencies. This is the gray area that worries a lot of pet parents. Thinking. How do you tell the difference between a vivid dream and something scary like a seizure? It is a valid question. Usually, dreaming involves paddling legs, little yips, and twitching ears. But the dog basically looks relaxed overall. However, there are signs that should ring alarm bells. In a seizure or a neurological episode, the movements tend to be much more rigid. The dog might stiffen up completely rather than just twitching. You might see excessive drooling or foaming, which you won't see in a dream. And crucially, during a seizure, a dog's eyes are often wide open with a blank, terrifying stare. Whereas in sleep, they are usually closed or just slightly fluttering. Size. It is terrifying to think about, but knowing these distinctions can save your dog's life. If you are ever unsure, record a video and show it to your vet. But for the vast majority of the time, they are just relaxing. But now that we know they are safe, here is the most entertaining part. Scientists have actually figured out the plot lines of these canine movies. What your dog is dreaming about now, this is where things get really fun. Chuckles. If you have ever wondered if your dog dreams about you, the answer is, well, maybe. But they are definitely dreaming about their jobs. Believe it or not, scientists have found that dog dreams are heavily influenced by their breed's ancient instincts. It is almost like a career simulation running in the background of their nap. For instance, if you have a pointer or a hunting breed, they are likely dreaming about freezing in place and stalking prey. A guard dog, even a sweet family pet, might be dreaming about barking at a mysterious intruder or protecting the backyard. And for those of you with retrievers, yes, they are probably dreaming about chasing that tennis ball for the millionth time. It is affectionately known as vocational dreaming or career dreams. Warmly, I look at my own dog and wonder what his job is. Mostly napping, I suppose. This insight really humanizes them, doesn't it? It reminds us that even in our modern homes, they still carry the spirit of their ancestors. So next time, just pour yourself a coffee, sit back, and enjoy the show from a distance. After all, who knows? Maybe in that dream, they finally caught that squirrel. Serious. So let the movie play out. Waking them risks a bite from the sleep startle reflex. Just enjoy the show from a distance. If you learned something new, smash that like button and subscribe to Dr. DogPedia for more secrets about your furry best friend.